Yo, what up, artists and art fans? Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, Zim Zimma, and you guys are on Chatting with Zim, the place where we talk to all your favorite Instagram artists about their trade, tools, and their tips. That's right, people, their tips. Today, guys, we got a special returning guest. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you guys go to episode number 2. That's right, the beginning of Chatting with Zim. We have a awesome artist joining us all over again. Definitely make sure you guys go and follow Mr. Jefferson Coniaris, aka Coney Arts. You guys could also find him at ConeyArts.com. That's spelled CONIARTS.com. He's joining us all the way from Maine, which is pretty dope. Special shout out to, forgive me if I butcher your name, Secretong Malupetniate. I call it Secret for short, alright? But if you guys haven't followed, make sure you guys are following her. Pretty awesome, awesome artist. Definitely rocked the Chatting with Zim, the first plush out there. What's up, Edwin? What's up, my big bro? How's it going? How's it hanging? There you go. I tried. You know, sometimes pronunciations, different accents and whatnot. Different parts of the world pronounce letters differently. You know what I mean? But definitely make sure you guys give her a follow. Awesome work she does. Vinny D in the house. So is Coney Art. And the big bro, Torre Edwin. There you go. Yeah, it looks like our main guest is here. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jeff, Coney Arts. There you go. Big warm welcome, everybody. Returning guest. There's definitely going to be a lot to talk about since part 1. Whoa, dude.
Hey, man. How are you? How you been? Good to see you.
Fantastic, man. I'm great, dude.
So,
I've been great.
What's going on?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Trying to keep busy.
There you go.
You know, just living the dream, doing the art, and spending time with the family. It's been pretty good despite everything going on.
Yeah, man, and we'll definitely talk more about that, man. It's a definitely interesting life, this COVID thing, you know, for artists especially.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So that's pretty cool, man. I mean, how was your day today?
It was good, thanks. It was good. Spent some time with the family, got some chores done, got a few projects going in the work. So, yeah, it was a good time.
Sweet, man. There you go.
Yeah,
How's life? Keep on.
Oh, I was just going to say, myself and I think I told you last time we were meeting, Senator Justin Chenette up here in Maine. What we did was we made a coloring activity book for kids to learn about state legislature and Senate. And we actually just came out and debuted this week with our children's book, The Great Whoopie Pie Debate.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that was pretty big right there. That was pretty exciting.
That is definitely awesome, dude. And we're definitely going to talk a little bit more about that this time around. You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
You know, if you guys missed it, like I said at the beginning of the show, make sure you guys go back into Chatting with Zim and check out episode number 2. You'll definitely find it, not here on Instagram, but you'll find it on YouTube.
How long ago was that, episode 2? Is that a year ago?
Bro.
Yeah, it's been so long.
This is literally almost coming, Chatting with Zim is almost going to be a year old.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you. You are episode number 72.
Nice. I'll take it. That's awesome.
Dude. Yeah, dude. And here's the nice little coincidence or whatever it is that you want to call. But today is 10/11.
Yep.
The first time you were on was 11/10.
Oh God. What are the odds, right?
Dude, I was like,
phenomenal.
Like, okay, it was meant to be, I guess.
Well, because I remember last time too, I had my my winter jacket and the hats. I'm in the basement, obviously, and it's a little warmer this time, which is nice. So
yeah, that's true. You were like, oh man, I got to keep my shoes on or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Definitely cold, for sure, dude. So I mean, you know what? Let's start with the great Whoopi debate.
The Great Whoopie Pie debate. So we started this man by the name of Justin Chenette and myself. 3 years ago, we got in the works talking about how he wanted to do almost like a Schoolhouse Rock kind of book for kids to teach them how the government works, how a law is made. And like I said, we did the coloring activity book first, and he would toss that out around to the kids at schools, the students, and they would color it, talk about state legislator, House of Representatives, and the Senate. And then from there, he's like, you know what, let's do a children's book. And I said, yeah, why not? That sounds like a good idea. So at first he wanted to just say, oh, we're just going to color it. And I said, we got to start fresh. So we have the Whoopie Pie debate. And it's just typical children's book. So it starts off with the kids in the classroom. They want to make the state dessert, the official state dessert, the Whoopie Pie. And they're debating, is it chocolate? Is it pumpkin flavored? Is it strawberry? They don't know. And then magically, Senator Moose, because we're in Maine, comes out of nowhere, takes the kids on a field trip a la Magic School Bus, and they go to the state capitol. And from there, they go through the winding staircases, and they go to the voting committee, and they end up voting. They meet the governor. She vetoes the bill, and they come back with a 2/3 vote and all that good stuff. And in the end, they just enjoy their Whoopie Pies.
Ah, that's awesome.
So, and that is on Amazon right now at the moment. The Great Whoopie Pie Debate, A Kid's Guide to Maine Legislator.
Whoopie Pie debate. All right. You know what? I'm taking notes down Amazon. That way, when I do the show notes on YouTube, I'll definitely put the link there.
Awesome. Thank you.
The Amazon. Yeah, man.
Yep. And the best thing about this book is that all proceeds benefit college scholarships for students here in Maine. So you buy a book, it goes right to the scholarship for the kids. So.
Oh man, dude, it's a win-win situation all around.
Exactly. It's all about the education.
There you go.
So.
And Pug Sticker says yes. He says yay, Whoopie Pies. Now I gotta ask, what? I didn't touch on this on the first time around, but what exactly is a Whoopie Pie, man?
Oh, that's right. That's a New England thing, and you're out in, is it Wisconsin? Chicago. That's right, Chicago. Yeah. So Whoopie Pie is basically two soft cookies, if you will, with this sugary frosting in between, almost like a little sandwich. And it's good, but it's definitely a sugar rush. It's sweet.
Okay. Well, There you go. I learned something new.
Yep.
It's fun. Sounds good, man.
Yeah, it's fun too because I have family down in New Jersey, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we never really got into Whoopie Pies. We never ate them. We never really tried them, and it's, just something you take for granted living up here."
Man, me being from Chicago, that sounds like a new drug, man.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm not gonna argue that. Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to try that Whoopie Pie?
Yeah, man, good stuff. Good stuff.
And something else I didn't touch on last time. It's like, what drew you to working specifically with making laws and stuff like that? Was it is it something you're into, that you're passionate about, Or?
Definitely not. I'm just the illustrator in that case.
Okay.
Funny story. So a good friend of mine who is a local realtor through Remax, he and I produced a coloring book 6 years ago, I want to say. And his thought process with that was that he wanted to, when the parents are looking at the house, he wanted the kids to be able to enjoy themselves, stay out of trouble, if you will, and give them a coloring book so mom and dad, if you will tour the house and the kids can sit in the dining room and color. And we did a few coloring books that way, a couple years, and then he's good friends with this Maine state senator. And then he's got the idea of doing first a coloring book, then the children's book, and then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So, and I told him too, Justin, when I first did the book with him, it's like it was refreshing because when I was in school, I never paid attention to that stuff with government, politics. I was like, I could do
Mhm.
without it, you know? But it was nice to kind of, learn as I went drawing the book.
No, for sure, man. And even if you could somehow later down the line, kind of tweak it to it, so it's not just necessarily about the whole Maine stuff. I think that's
Oh,
just a
exactly.
great teacher, man. I mean,
Well, and that could
it
go
takes me back.
national. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, man. That's pretty cool.
But I'm sorry,
So
it
shout
takes you
out
back
to.
where?
Oh, it takes me back, man. It takes me back to like sixth, seventh grade when we started. When the first time we actually study um, like the politics and stuff. The
Yeah.
Constitution and stuff
Right.
in school. So
Well, almost like a Schoolhouse Rock, in a sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
dude. No, exactly. You got it right.
a
But
bill on Capitol Hill. Yeah.
for sure, dude. And shout out to hopefully I'm saying it right as well, Justin Chenet.
Shanette. Yep.
Chenet. All right, Chenet. There you go. Shout out. So, man, Jeff, man, what's been going on? Let's talk about this whole COVID because we can't ignore the elephant in the room, man. So, how
Exactly.
has it affected you artistically?
Well, I definitely had a lot more time in the studio. That's for sure. Up here in Maine, I don't even think our total population has breached 2 million people.
Okay.
That being said, when we were in quarantine, lockdown, staying home, only going out for essential shopping, there were times when you'd be driving on Route 1, one of the busiest roads in the state, at 5 in the afternoon in the evening, you would pass maybe one car, and there was nobody out there. My job that I work at an elementary school, I'm a paraeducator, and it was all remote, done through the computer, just providing lessons and checking with kids in their classrooms. And it was great, but it left a lot of free time, which was nice because I could come down here in my home away from home and just start cranking out stuff. Working on the
Yes.
book, working on caricatures and little mini comic projects and commissions and all that good stuff.
No, that's definitely dope, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely, obviously, when it first happened, and even now, it's scary times out there. We don't know what's going on. Um, it was definitely nice to feel supported. I got a lot of people that were reaching out to me looking for some work. And likewise, I was trying to return the favor and going to local creators in the area and seeing what I could purchase from them.
Okay.
So just trying to help each other out.
No word.
Yeah.
Man.
Sadly, a lot of people were and still are unemployed, and it's a tough time. We got to stick together.
Yeah. Yeah. On top of being unemployed, man. I mean, just what it did to the whole, business, man. Business aspect. The entrepreneurs had their own business. There's a lot of them that lost everything, dude.
Oh yeah,
And
it's awful.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I was telling my daughter earlier. We went for a walk around the neighborhood, and we have this Chinese food spot that's been here ever since 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And COVID got to them. You know what I mean?
Shut them down.
Shut them down, man.
Yep. The theme park up here in New England, if you guys are familiar with it, Funtown, they shut their doors this year, and they're a amusement park, water park, and they just said we can't do it, and they closed, and that was a big hit for us up here.
Whoa.
Usually that brings a lot of tourism up in here. There's a mini park down at the beach in Old Orchard, and they opened, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't as many rides, as many vendors open. So it was definitely an alien summer.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been an alien year. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. No. But I mean, all we
uh-huh.
can do is stay healthy, be safe, look out for one another. That's best we can do.
No, for sure, man. How are the kids? How's the wife?
They're good, thanks. They're all good. Kids are growing like weeds, eating at house and home. My parents call it karmatic justice. I understand that now. My oldest is 6, going on 7, and my next is 4. My next is 2, and my wife is doing good. She's still at work. She's still employed. So we're just taking it one day at a time. We're having fun.
Yeah, man. That's all we could do, really. You know what I
Yep,
mean? I mean,
exactly.
thank God. Yeah, thank God for social media, man. Or else I think I'd go crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
And it's been nice just to, connect with your friends that you see on a regular basis and the ones that you don't get to see, but you have a reason now because you have this extra time on your hands.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, and I like to take you guys on that journey. You know, for all the viewers, that's what it's about, taking you guys out of this state of mind and just meeting other artists. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Good way to branch out, meet some new people, learn some things, maybe teach some things.
no, for sure.
Yep.
What about the whole experience with you transitioning into teaching from the web as opposed to physically?
It's different because in person, and actually the school I'm at now, we are back to 5 days a week, which is nice, but it's shortened days from 8 to 1:30, I think. But when you're going remote, if a kid doesn't show up, you can email, and then they still may not respond. You may not see them for a few days or even weeks at a time. There are some kids who actually went for the homeschool option or the remote learning, and I haven't seen them since last March.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know the whole family dynamics with a lot of these children, but I think it works for a lot of them, where it's just easier to do the schooling from home and probably safer too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's those few unfortunate that you just don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, heck,
Yeah,
it's last March, dude. I mean, you're gonna repeat it, obviously.
yeah.
Repeat that grade, man.
No, but
Well,
they're doing well. All the kids are doing well. Families, teachers, parents. In my area, anyways, we're doing good.
sweet, man. Aside from the great Whoopie Pie debate, anything else you got cooking?
Oh yeah. Well, all this right here
Holy jeez.
is my next book. Is my next book, Chum, and that was a project I started in college for my senior thesis. And book one was made in 2008, about 60 pages of a graphic novel just talking about people at a seafood restaurant, or a restaurant, I should say, and the annoying customers they dealt with, the struggles and just hardships, I guess, with life in or out the restaurant. Book two came out 2 years later after I was living overseas in Korea, and that was, not as much of a good story, but the art was a little bit better. And fast forward to 2020, 10 years later, and book three should be coming out hopefully soon.
There you go. Definitely keep a lookout for that. Can they also find book one and book two
Book one
on
and book two.
Amazon?
So book one is on Lulu, LULU.com, and I haven't touched that in over a decade. So I haven't even looked at a copy since. I don't know what it was like. I was a different person back then. So book two, I think I have a few copies here and there, but that's also on Lulu as well.
Okay.
And I'm about to put a link on my website for purchase of those books as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's coniarts.com.
ConeyArts.com, indeed, guys.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys, like I said, if you guys are not following, you guys are doing yourself a disservice, for sure. Man, so what else is new, man? I know you like movies, you like figures.
Well, yeah, definitely like the figures, for sure.
Yes.
Couple of those. Movies are good. A lot of stuff, unfortunately, hasn't made its way to theaters. A lot's going to digital, which isn't a bad thing. I just had a talk with my wife the other day how one of our local theaters just folded up shop. And I get the feeling that more theaters may follow suit. And we compared it to the drive-in, where there's still a couple here and there, but for the most part, they're obsolete
Oh
And the
yeah.
way technology is moving these days, I do believe that there will be a few theaters here and there, but we could be seeing a lot of them close their doors, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's you mentioned the drive-in. I think, or I feel like there's going to be a big resurrection of the drive-in.
I hope so. We actually went
Uh,
this summer. We saw Jurassic Park, and it was, we've seen the movie a million times. It's phenomenal, but it's a different experience. It's nice. It's kind of cozy. It's welcoming. It's something out of the ordinary.
no, for sure. I actually had a drive-in. A drive-in closed down. Maybe I say a couple months prior to COVID, and it's reopening again. So
Oh, awesome!
yeah, man.
Phenomenal. That's great. I mean, you
Yeah,
think about it. It's a perfect reason to reopen. I mean, you're in
yeah,
your cars. You're away from people. It's perfect.
yeah. Well, what else do you want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. And as far as figures, man, anything new? What's the latest figure you got?
Oh man, the latest figure I got. You know what I do like? There's this little guy right here. Because I'm a big fan of Transformers, so
Oh snaps!
nice little Bumblebee. Well, he's pretty sweet. I've actually I've slowed down on the figures a little bit. I don't know if it's just my age catching up to me or if Christmas around the corner, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, let's take a little break from the figures.
Yeah, there you go, man. I've taken a long break, man.
Yeah. Well, you got a collection too, don't you? If I remember.
Huge collection. It just keeps getting bigger.
What do
And
you got? Can we take a look?
look, you know, slowly but surely, man. I don't collect as much as I used to,
Mm-hmm.
but it's definitely there, man.
Yeah.
I passed up a lot of stuff. I think one of the
Oh,
newest ones
phenomenal.
was this.
Oh, is that the
That's the
Mortal Kombat?
Yep, that's it.
All right.
That's
Nice.
version 2, the one that comes with the axe.
Yep.
I got my.
Oh yeah, TMNT. Nice.
There you go. My Power Ranger collection.
Yep.
That's,
Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at those guys.
you know,
Impressive. Oh, and the man,
the man himself,
Stan the Man Lee.
Excelsior. And then we just got more stuff up here.
Yep. Look at that.
Yeah, it's quite a collection, man.
I'm impressed. That's awesome. That is great.
Sweet stuff, man. Now I'm a movie buff too, so have you checked out any a new Jamie Foxx movie?
Which one was that?
Jamie Foxx did a new movie. It came out on Netflix. Power. Somebody help me out here. Project Power.
Project Power. Oh, is that the one where they take the pills and they become a superhero
Yes.
for like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I like that one. That was awesome.
That was good, right?
Good one. I did like that.
Sweet, man.
That was who else? What was his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt, right?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I
I
did
think
like
that's
how they
his name.
portrayed him when he was like bulletproof. Where I mean, he still got injured, but his skin like got all like leathery, like a thick hide, and it was done very well.
No, I think it exceeded my expectations. That's all
Yep,
I gotta say. It was a great film, so make sure you guys look at it.
for sure. No, in our house we are with 3 kids. There's a lot of Scooby Doo, Bubble Guppies, all that. So, and then when they go to bed, it's like I just want to veg on the couch. I don't care what we're watching. So,
For real.
yeah.
Now, is there anything that you might want to address or talk about that we probably didn't get to on the back in the day there?
Anything like from the art world or
Any just anything in general. I mean, usually my first interviews with artists, from what I've noticed, is it's hardcore art. Second interview is more of a laid back, get to know
yeah.
the time.
Okay. Well, I did in between last interview and this interview, acquire a neat little device that I think every illustrator and artist should at least use once and then see how they like it.
Ooh, do tell.
And this would be a graphics tablet.
Oh my God.
And well, and the reason I say that too is just because, I mean, I was always a big fan of pen and ink, Prismacolor markers or Copic just for the smooth flow of them. But after a while, I mean, you buy one of these markers and it's $5 a pop, maybe $2.50 or $3 if you get a coupon from Michaels.
Yeah.
But if you get a graphics tablet, whether it's a Wacom, this is a Parblo, or any knockoff party one, I mean, the possibilities are endless of the media at your fingertips. I mean, in college, we had to do an oil painting class, and one tube of paint was $18. I mean, as long as they get the filters right on this thing, you can just use this like a brush. It's all digital. And same thing with the markers. It's solid color filling. And the way the world is going these days, a lot of people, it's just convenience to go digital. And I bring that up just because for the longest time, I was so anti-computer, anti-Photoshop. I was like, nope, I'm going to be the old school guy. I'm doing it old school. And I think I was a little stubborn in my ways. And I think that it's opened up some more doors, and I learned a lot from it.
Okay, cool, man.
Which is awesome. So like I said, if all you illustrators and artists out there, I mean, if you get to try it just once, just do that. And if you don't like it, at least you tried it. If you do, you just got a new media to use, or a new medium.
And you know what? Tell us more about the device. What brand was that again?
So this was a Parblo, Parblo, and I had my heart set on a Wacom, but the one that I was looking at was about $400 to $600, and I just said, I can't do that right now. So I actually got this thing on eBay for like $75 or something.
Oh, geez,
So,
that's not bad at all, dude.
Exactly, yeah. So if you get the means, if you get a chance, or if you have a place that could rent them out or something, I'm not sure, but it's awesome. And it's just that, a little stylus, and you're good to go.
What now is that like a is that specifically meant for just drawing, or is that like an actual normal tablet where you could download apps and whatnot on it?
Actually, you know what it is? It's basically just a mirror of your computer monitor. The only difference is you can use a stylus. So I'll do this right here. So then you got your computer, and then you got your tablet. So like if I went on here, and let's just open up Photoshop, or Corel, and it's just the same thing down there. And then you can just zoom in on everything. And
okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Are you taking notes, artists? You guys better be taking notes.
It's definitely handy. It's pretty sweet, actually.
That's pretty cool. I never heard of that one.
Yeah. The only downside, I mean, that some people might see, and I really don't care because all my stuff is down here in my studio, is that it's tethered. So it plugs in the USB and the video modem. But there's some of them that if you spend, $500, $1,000, where it's wireless. Okay. And if you want to, let's say, work on your computer, then take this upstairs and do some work in bed or something, then that's what you can do.
Dude, I mean, for $75, dude, and it's tethered, it's not a bad deal. You know
it's
what I mean?
It's not the worst thing in the world, and I really am not complaining because it's awesome. And it actually makes the work go by so much faster than using a mouse.
Yeah, I feel that. So let me ask you, traditional or digital?
Oh my God. Honestly, I'm doing a hybrid right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sketching and inking in pencil and pen, and then I scan at my computer and do the colors in the background digital.
Oh, I like that.
So it's almost like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You know what? I usually get one or the other, but
yeah.
But you're right. That's the both worlds, guys.
Yeah. I mean, I could be. I'm still stubborn in my ways, but I just it's. And who knows? Maybe my preferences will change in a year's time. I'm not sure, But for right now, it's what I need. It works. It's beautiful.
Cool. Have you been doing any commissions?
Oh, lots of commissions. Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been doing a lot of caricatures and portraits,
Okay.
and had a lot of work in, what was it, May and June for Mother's Day and Father's Day, respectively. And, you know, with the whole COVID and school coming to an end, and I'm thinking I got to find a means for some extra cash, I started posting on Instagram, on Facebook, you know, perfect Father's Day gift, perfect Mother's Day gift. I'll illustrate your children for you, or I'll draw you as a gift or a college graduation gift for your son or your daughter. And from that, just do caricatures and portraits and send them on their way.
Sweet, man.
Yeah. So that, what I say, Facebook, Instagram, Fiverr. That's another big one.
Fiverr?
Fiverr, yep. So Fiverr. And what they are is a freelance site where you can open an account and post your gigs of what you will do. And customers will come search you out and then hire you to do said gigs.
What?
And it could be something like, you know, I will draw you as a Star Wars character. And then you put in your specs like it's going to be black and white, it's going to be digital, it's going to cost X amount of dollars, and then you have however many days you put in to finish. I usually work in like a 3-day period. Or I will draw your pet for you, I will draw your wedding portrait for you, anything. And it's nice too because it's worldwide. I've been fortunate enough to work with people from the US, the UK, Australia, South Africa, New Zealand. And it's just another means of branching out to get your art out there.
Oh man, that's pretty dope. I never heard of that Fiverr either.
Yeah. They take their 20% commission, but I mean, if you have an agent, they're going to do the same thing. So it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, man. Wow.
And the best part is you can customize the job. So I mean, if you could say, yeah, I'm going to draw your car as a transformer, but it's going to take me 2 weeks to do it. And if they want that done, they'll still do it, which is nice.
Yeah, dude. And they could find you there under the same handle, Coniaris?
It's actually under Jefferson Coniaris. And that's only because I ran out of room to spell my last name because, let's face it, my name is kind of large. But yeah, I'm thinking of changing that just to Coniaris. But you type in Jefferson, I should be one of the first ones to pop up.
Sweet. What
Yeah,
about
fun
your fun fact?
Oh, well, I was just going to say, fun fact, I've never met another Jefferson.
Get out of here.
I know there's obviously other people named Jefferson out there, but I've never met another one face to face.
Oh, wow. Jeez. Dude, my real name is Mario. I met a lot of those.
Mario, yeah.
But about a year ago at work, I met my first Dario.
Dario. Interesting. That's a new one. I've never heard of Dario.
I'm like, what the hell is a Dario?
Yeah. It sounds cool. It sounds awesome.
It definitely. It does sound cool, man. It sounds like a superhero name.
Yeah.
You know?
Dario. Like a warrior from like D&D or something.
For real, right?
A mighty Dario.
Hey, man. Run with it, guys.
Yep.
Run with that. So, you know what? Let me go ahead and ask you commission work. I asked Jimmy Jam Boom Bam, our last guest earlier today. You know, I ask every artist this question. When it comes down to commission work, pricing is always on the table. So how do you, Jeff, price your work?
Well, the first thing that every artist should know, and I learned this the hard way, and it took me many years to figure this one out, don't sell yourself short. Be proud of your artwork, and if people really want it, they will pay the price. That being said, I mean, depending on what we're drawing, it could be $25, it could be $200, depending what it is, how much time it takes. I typically work with the mindset $30 an hour is what I would charge.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's something I always am very transparent with my customers and clients. And I just say, this is what it is. You know, happy to work with you. I'd love to collaborate with you. If not, that's totally fine. No hard feelings. But just to get that out in the open, because there have been times where I've done commissions for people, and I give them the invoice, and they have a heart attack. They're like, "Wait, how much?" And it's like, well, maybe we should discuss this earlier. But it's, I mean, you're paying for a service. I mean, a lot of artists go to school. They spend their hard time and their money perfecting their craft and buying the supplies and taking the time. And I think they should be rewarded as such. I mean, you don't go to your mechanic and he quotes you at $150, like, oh no, I'm only paying you $75. That's what I think you're worth. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So artists, be proud of your work, take pride in it, don't sell yourself short. Have faith in yourself.
Yeah, there's definitely value in that.
Yep.
So you guys listening, hopefully you guys are taking more notes. Can't say it enough, you know what I mean? Any commission you turned away between episode 2 and now?
I don't like to turn away art. There have been a couple that either the person requesting it just doesn't seem, how do I word this, sketchy, I guess.
Okay.
No pun intended. There was one that I denied, and I just said, I'm not going to do this. And the guy wanted 2 superheroes, and they were basically pimps. And the sidekick was this very scantily clad, big rear end woman grinding on them. And I just said, I don't want to do that. I'm not really feeling that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Usually charge double for those.
Right.
if that doesn't,
Yeah, exactly. Get the money up front too.
Big time. Yeah, something from Halo I learned, make sure you ask for half up front.
That's actually a very good point, yeah. Because there are a lot of people who sadly will just try and take it and run, or there's always an excuse, so I can't make payment, can I pay you next week? I can't do it now, can I pay you half? Can we work out a settlement? If you got a list of clients and a list of work you got to do, you don't have time to be dealing with that.
For sure. I hear that.
Well.
Anything in the art world or the art community that you've seen that you just dislike in general?
I read an article today on Alan Moore, the creator of Watchmen, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and he, everyone's had their own opinion. He is not a fan of comic book movies, superhero movies. And I was like, that's kind of weird. He actually retired from comics, I read, in 2018. And I love the guy's work. I have nothing against him. He was just saying that comics and superheroes in general were originally intended for 12-year-old boys, and that the rest of the world essentially needs to grow up. And I was like, well, I don't really agree with that, but... what's the word he used? Infantizing, I think he said. What? And that's why the world is the way it is, because grown adults like us are going to these movies and reading these comics, and that we should have grown up a long time ago, and that we the reason why we have the problems that we have now in the world. And I'm just like, I don't know.
Oh man, I'm gonna take that one with a grain of salt.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I like his work. I have Watchmen right on my my shelf, but I heard that and it turned me sour.
Yeah,
and I was like, dude, that doesn't jive with me. No.
This coming from a guy who made comics.
Yeah. I mean, I think the article said he was in it for 40 years before he retired. 40 years, and then he goes off and says that stuff, and I was like. Yeah. Give him a shotgun and shoot his foot.
Right. He's just digging himself, give him a shovel, let him dig now.
Yeah. And I was just, anyways, that was the one sour thing that comes to mind right now.
Huh.
Nothing too much. I mean, I love going on Instagram, going on other searches like DeviantArt and even Facebook communities, and just seeing what other artists are producing. Not just comics, superhero, and anime and all that, but the physical 3D art and the performance arts, theater, dance, music videos. My brother-in-law, he goes from Maine to LA, and he's a video director. And he started off doing weddings as a videographer, and now he's shooting music videos. And I was like, that's pretty awesome, yeah. And the awesome part, the kid's 23.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's doing well out there.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah. So it's nice to see, it's inspiring to see other artists and what they're producing out there. A lot of friends.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, a lot of friends from college that I still follow that are doing either patches or stickers, enamel pins, mini comics, zines. It's all good stuff.
Yeah, if I don't know if you follow Bruce 13. He was.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was episode number 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
But him, ever since I met him, he got me onto that stuff. Stickers. Now I'm getting pins as well. I don't have any enamel pins yet, but
you said Bruce 13, right?
Bruce13.art.
.art.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna look at when I get it done with you guys. Look him up and follow him. Yeah.
Definitely follow that, and if you're gonna follow anybody else, follow Monstrous Art Clan. That
Monstrous.
Is Monstrous Art Clan, just as it sounds, one word. That's actually Bruce 13 came up with the concept, and he pretty much created, and we created this team of artists. Just supporting artists, other artists, and
Nice.
It's pretty well awesome crew, man. That we got a bunch of talented people.
That's great. That's phenomenal. I mean, it's I don't know. Stereotypically, people think of artists and they think they're lone wolves, they're solo, they think they're better than other people, and it's like you got to be the opposite. You're not going to learn anything. You're not going to grow. You're not going to become a better person or artist if you don't follow and take an interest in other artists' works.
And Jeff, you make a very good point. It's very. I usually use the term "dog eat dog world." When it comes to an artist.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's a lot of talent out there. Everybody's in it for themselves. A lot of selfishness, just in the world today. Let's put it that way. And
right.
And I mean, if you can find that community and other artists, that help you guys come up together, then it's that saying, divided we fall, united we stand.
Yeah, you never know, and it's true. You never know what you're gonna produce or create when two heads are better than one.
Exactly.
Same thing. Yeah.
Let's see, Vinny the Young Wolf, big shout out. He's actually a friend IRL in real life. Let's see, she's asking, what's your favorite comic book movie, both DC or Marvel?
Oh, I have to narrow it down to one. You know what? I always grew up with Spider-Man and Batman, so they'll always hold a special place in my heart. I loved Infinity War. And the reason being is that it was so different from the typical superhero movie where they lost. And in the back of our minds, we all know there was going to be another one. That was Endgame when that came out the year after. But just to see, their struggles and how they dealt with it, what would happen if the heroes would lose and the villain wins. And, I was actually sympathetic towards the antagonist, if you want to call him that, Thanos.
Yeah.
Just because, you sided with the guy. He was mad, but it's I could see where you're coming from. And just to see, Captain America, holy crap, we just lost half of their fleet wiped out. It was emotional, dare I say it. But I think that would have to be my favorite Marvel. And DC, anything Batman, honestly, minus the whole Joel Schumacher films. But no, I did really like the Dark Knight trilogy, Bruce Nolan's Batman films. Even though Christian Bale's voice got progressively raspier each film.
Them cigarettes, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gotham pollution or something. I don't know, but it was still a good film. Good films, I should say.
Oh, cool. What's the best advice given to you?
The best advice given to me, probably to never brush aside a hand willing to help in any aspect. I mean, if you have family, friends, peers, coworkers, collaborators, and they're offering advice, they're offering help. I think you said earlier, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, take everyone's input and grow from it to better yourself. I can remember when I was in college for my senior thesis, my exit interview before I got my bachelor's. They had us pick 3 staff members, 3 professors, to critique our best artworks that we put up on the wall. And 2 of the 3 tore me apart.
Oh, wow.
And they were questioning, did I make the right decision? Should I have gone to art school? You know, would you have been better in a different trade or something? And honestly, that was gut-wrenching. That was
Wow.
traumatic. I was like questioning, like, did I make the right call? Did I really spend all this money? What was going on in my head? Should I be an artist? What can I do? And then as time went on, I kind of took what they said and applied it to my artwork. You know, break away from the pen and ink. Don't just draw characters, draw backgrounds. Comics are great, but you can explore still lives and animal life and botany and all that. And again, just a chance to grow.
There you go. Man, that's some good advice. You handled it like a superstar, man. I would have taken that canvas and just.
I don't know. I mean, for a few months after, I was like, yeah, let's, yeah, just get our sorrows away, and it was emotional. But you learn from it. I mean, I look back now, and it's like, yeah, why didn't I do that stuff in college? Why was I so fixated on doing one certain style or one genre? Like, why didn't I break away?
You know, and before it gets even later, let's go ahead and we actually got a giveaway. I forgot to do it in the last one.
Oh, so, I did see that. Yeah, who won it?
Nobody yet. I guess nobody is paying attention.
It's a Sunday night. People are resting. That's all.
Right. Exactly. I hope that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should do it now, do a double giveaway, or just wait for somebody to answer it. I'm not sure. What do the people say? There's only... let me know.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do this giveaway right now, though. This is a character called Seven. Nice. From an anime called Scissor 7. He's pretty much an assassin. Great. Notorious Pez put me on it.
Yep.
Awesome anime, you know, it's the visuals. It's pretty cool. So
now, is that pencil and color pencil, or is that watercolor in there? What is that?
This is actually sketched out, and the back it's alcohol marker.
Awesome.
I started coloring it here, but you know, I was like, wait, it's supposed to remain a sketch, but
yeah,
sketchy look.
Very nice.
So, Jeff, pick a number from 1 to 5. Don't say it yet.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
All right. Anybody in the chat? First guy to guess that number 1 to 5, and go. So that's open. Shouldn't be too hard.
You got a 20% chance?
Right. Okay. And then usually after the giveaway, that's when everybody else comes in.
Yep.
Pug Stick has said 1.
And then we got a 3 and a 2 and
See, You believe in UFOs, brother?
After the reports that we got a few months ago from the U.S. Air Force basically coming out and saying, yeah, we've seen them. I don't know if it's other countries testing something or our own country making aircrafts that aren't on the market yet or out in the public, or if it is extraterrestrial. I don't know, but yeah,
Cool.
I think
So
so.
do I.
Yeah,
I think so too. There's got to be something out there. Uh,
it's a
what
big
about
thing.
you?
I mean, it'd be surprising and pretty disappointing if it was just us.
Oh, you're a watcher of Contact, aren't you?
Actually, Contact. That old movie from the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I think it's Helen Hunt.
Yep.
If my memory serves me right. Believe in the paranormal?
Paranormal. That's a tough one. I don't know. I've never experienced it, but obviously because you can't see it or you never experienced it doesn't mean it's not real, you know? I mean, I've never been to Paris, but I know it's real. So,
Or is it?
well, they're doing a good job fooling us. They got us all. Man. Yeah.
So there we go. Okay, somebody's got to win this. We got what was the lucky number there?
Lucky number was 2.
Lucky number was 2, and let's see. It looks like Pug Stickus took number 2.
Perfect.
There we go.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Pugs. I'll be sending it out tomorrow, hopefully.
Tuesday. Tomorrow's holiday, isn't it?
What is it? Columbus Day?
Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. Yeah.
I think I still got to go to work, man.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Yeah, so.
Yep.
Cool. Sweet stuff, man. Dude, and we're down to about 7 minutes left. That went by quick.
That was, what do we got, an hour slot usually?
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Dude, tell me about it, man.
So how's life with you? Everything good at home? Kids? Family?
Family's great. Mother-in-law's in, we're all quarantining. The brother-in-law, he ended up having COVID, but it was a very minute case.
He's okay.
He's maybe 2 days after, he was pretty much at like 95%. So,
Good.
you know. But besides that, my mother-in-law, she has a super weak immune system, so she is definitely quarantining. You know.
Yep. Good.
I think we're about 7 days into quarantine, so another week.
Yep.
Besides that, everybody else is negative. We're all good.
Awesome. Good to hear.
Work is fine. Art is great. Big things coming for Chatting with Zim. So
awesome. Yeah, I'm liking. I go on Instagram every day, and I always see your artwork. It's like, okay, I like that. I love that. That's awesome. Dope mailer. You know.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
It's good stuff.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, and yours as well. You know
Thank you.
what I mean?
Thank you.
Just the fact that you're published and everything. That's awesome, dude.
Thanks.
Definitely, that's something on my bucket list.
Amazon. That's the best way to do it. Just put your stuff out there and then let them do the hard work for you.
For real. And there you go. Bruce 13 is asking who to win in the death match, Zim or Bruce.
I don't know Bruce.
He doesn't know Bruce, but I would say Bruce maybe. He was an actual MMA fighter, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it would whoop my ass.
Well, congrats, Bruce. Yeah.
There you go. I give you guys an inside scoop. Bet on Bruce.
Yeah.
Or bet on me losing, whatever one. You're sure you're sure to win either way. When you're not drawing or teaching, what else are you doing?
So, oh my God, I work at a school, and then a couple nights a week I actually do some work at a Target pushing the freight, and then I do the artwork and commissions and projects here and there. Obviously, spending time with my family, lovely wife and 3 amazing, beautiful kids. A lot of fun with that. trying to see friends here and there when I can. It's just so busy with everybody with their families and their work life. It's hard to connect. But like we discussed earlier, social media is awesome, and you can talk to them that way. That's about it. Honestly, nothing too much. I mean, it is October, horror month, so we are watching a lot of Halloween movies, a lot of spooky stuff. Good.
Let's see. Let's do this. Last question. Where's the Maine accent?
The Maine accent. Oh my God! You know it's funny because when I was over in Korea about 10 years ago,
Yeah.
I was made fun of relentlessly by people over there just because, like, my Maine accent, they said was lazy. And I think it still comes out every now and then, the Maine when I'm talking. You know, you get in the car, you drive through the barn, you gone too far, you take a straight, and you're there.
Oh shit! That's funny.
No, it's I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. It still comes out every now and then.
You know, don't feel bad, man. I'm from Chicago. I don't think I have an accent. Who knows?
I didn't catch on it, so.
Neither do I. A lot of people, usually when I see like actors doing this, it's like a weak version of a New York accent.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we don't talk like that. What? Get out of here.
Yeah,
Never heard anybody talk like that. Anything? Let's finish it off with this. Anything that you want to try artistically? Something new, maybe in the future for you? Something that maybe you haven't had your hands on yet?
You know what I really want to do, and a friend of mine from college who does this is either customizing or making from scratch action figures.
Oh,
and wow. I think that'd be really, really cool. I've looked into, I think it was on Megalopolis Toys or Big Bad Toy Store, one of those sites, and they have blank figures you can buy. I mean, you can still buy a Marvel Legends and spray paint it, and it's the same thing, starting with the base coat. But they have these blank figures that come with accessories, and they're like $15-20. The only downside is they're G.I. Joe size, like 3 1/4 inches or 3 3/4 inches.
Oh, okay.
For me, I feel like I need like a bigger workspace to work on it. But I think figure customizing, which would be kind of cool.
That'll be super cool, dude.
I actually, it's up here. One of the characters from my Chum comic, I made into a cardboard little statue.
Hey, there you go.
Just starting off small like that. But yeah, I think that'd be something cool to look into. Something different to try.
You know what? That would totally be something cool to look into. I know if you want a higher scale, at least a 6-inch scale, they usually sell these. They're called like the artist dummies, but they're real figures. You know. They promote them as figures. Excuse me, for art and for artists. You could pose them and whatnot, but they have a crap ton of accessories. They're super posable. They're not.
Good.
Yeah, they're. Yeah. Oh yeah, great articulation, man.
Yeah.
Top notch stuff. But they could get a little pricey, maybe $20-30 a figure. But yeah. I mean, once you customize it and sell it, well, you know.
Right. It might.
If you sell.
Actually, $20, $30 isn't the worst thing in the world, you know.
Yeah.
I saw a figure. It was an Optimus Prime, and it was G1 style, and it scaled with 6-inch Marvel Legends figures, and the thing was like massive, like this huge, like
holy crap,
something. And I was like, "This is so great!" And the price tag's like $550, and I just said, "I'm good."
Yeah, just really quick, about 50 seconds left.
Okay.
Marvel Legends is coming out with a 3-foot Sentinel. It was $300 Kickstarter.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah, that's just nuts. But Jeff, man, we're down to the last few seconds, brother. Thank you very much again for coming on, man.
Jim, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. Always great to see you. Always great to chat.
Likewise, and you know what? We definitely got to get you on before the end of the year. So
I would love that. I'm here.
Expect that call.
Perfect.
All right. Cool. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 72. You guys were checking out Jefferson Coniaris. Make sure you guys check him out at coniarts.com. And next up, next week, we got Ivan Sandoval, Art of Ivan Sandoval. So stay tuned and trust the process. Later, Jeff. Thanks.